कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Bharata, who had come to meet Rama, fall at his feet and give back Ayodhya, saw Rama lamenting over the death of his father. Later, Rama thinks that as a responsible person in the clan of Ikshvaku, I should be the reason for solace for the people. Then he says, our father had developed wrinkles, he had developed white hair, so he had a life of comforts, he led a life of comforts, he was a valorous man, finally he has reached heaven. So we should not be lamenting over the death of Dasharatha anymore. That chapter was done. But with a request that Rama should be returning back to Ayodhya, Bharata was not able to convince him any further. That is when one of the council of ministers called Jabali starts stating, Tasman mata pita cheti Rama sajjetayo naraha unmatta iva sajnyeyaha nasti kaschidhrikasya chit. Only a mad person, a person with no balance of senses, will now say that I am very grateful to my mother, I am very grateful to my father. What mother, what father? Nobody is related to each other. Did the mother know that he will be the husband since her birth? No. Somehow these people have gotten together. That's all. What mother, what father? He says, Bijamatram pita jantoho shukram shonitamevacha sanyukta mrutun manmatra purushasyeha janmatat. The father donates a sperm. That sperm goes and fertilizes the ovum in a lady. Thereby a child is developed and born. What is so special? Even animals do that. See, nobody is a friend to say that he is my close friend. What friend? He says, Kaha kasya purusho bandhuhu kimapyam kasya ke nachit eko hi jayate jantur. We are born, one life, enjoy and die. Eka eva vinashyati. We say once in a year we are offering pindam to the dead. What pindam? Waste of money. He says, Ashtaka pitrudevatyam ityayam prasruto janaha annasyopadravam pashya mrutohi kimashishyati. Waste of money. You can at least consume that rice instead of giving it for waste. We say, thinking of my father, my grandfather once a year, I am offering pindam here so that their journey can be very fruitful. For their journey, you are offering pindam there. Rama, then I will tell you, if somebody is going from Ayodhya to Magadha, in their journey they will feel hungry. So in my house I will sit and eat so that their stomach is full. Will that happen, Rama? Yadi bhuktamiha nena dehamanyasya gacchati dadyat pravasatam shraddham na tat pashyayanam bhavet. There is nothing beyond this earth, Rama. Some swargam, narakam, vaikuntham, paramam padam. What paramapadam? What kshirabdi? What swargalokam? What is all this? There is no lokam beyond this. Sanasti paramityetat kuru buddhi mahamate pratyaksham yattada tishtha paroksham prishtata kuru. Everybody is shell-shocked because this man is denying everything mentioned in the Dharma Shastras which Rama loves and respects. They're all quiet. Nobody is protesting, saying shut up, nothing. They are giving him freedom of expression. We say, right, FOE. That FOE is given, then he expresses his thoughts. Now Rama says, are you done, Jabali? Jabali says, yes. He thinks that he has spoken the truth in a very convincing manner. Rama says, everything in this world is rooted in Satyam. Satyam is the ultimate dharmam. Satyameveshvaro loke satye dharma sada shrutaha satyamulani sarvani satyam nasti param padam. Jabali, there are many followers during our times itself of Buddha. Now you may be wondering, sir, Buddha came much later, 5th century BCE. When did he come? During Ramayana times? Buddha is the name of a person with the Buddhist thoughts. Buddhism as a philosophy where there is no belief in the Vedas, no belief in the purport of the Vedic statements, no belief in a special abode where the Jivatma goes. All these parameters, all these aphorisms constitute Buddhist philosophy. Of course, we have later the Abhidhamma texts. So we have the Sautrantikas who follow certain sutras of the Abhidhamma texts. Then we have Vaibhashikas, Yogacharyas and Madhyavikas. This is how we distribute Buddhism, which later group themselves as Mahayana and Hinayana. Though we have all these distinctions later, we have Buddha Charitam by Ashwagosha, we have Abhidhamma texts and so on. The Buddhist philosophy was existent even during the times of Rama. So anybody who is the leader of such people with Buddhist thoughts was called a Buddha. So Buddhism today itself says there is not one Buddha, there were many Buddhas before the Buddha we know, Siddhartha Gautama. Before that there were many Buddhas. So Rama uses the word Yatha hi chorasya tatha hi buddhas tathagatam nastikam vidhi tasmadhi yashakyatam prajanam sanastikena vimupo buddhas syat. But I will tell you one thing, Buddha, his thought process, his followers are there even now, they were there, they will be there. But a believer in the Vedas should always discard the teachings of a scholar with such thoughts, Rama says. Then he says, I think my father has made a grave mistake. They all again are shell-shocked. Rama will never blame Dasharatha. Why did he show this disgust towards Dasharatha? He says, my father made a grave mistake by having a Nastika such as you, Jabali, in his council of ministers. Nindamyaham karma kritam pitustad yastvama grinhad vishamastya buddhim buddhyanayaivam vidhaya charantam su nastikam dharma patha dapetam. So this concept of denying the existence of Vedas, the aphorisms in the Vedic statements, the belief and the Swapadeshartham in the Vedic statements, the disbelief in the Jivatma and Paramatma, the disbelief that the Jivatma is the Shariram of the Paramatma, the disbelief that the Jivatma will reach the abode of Paramatma, all these denials are the characteristic features of a Nastika. So this Nastika Matam had various other names. They were not just called Nastikas. They were people who were able to talk very softly, convince the other person and slowly attract that person towards their Matam. So they spoke words which were very soft, Charu. So they were called Charu Vak. Later some people say Charvak, Charvak. It is Charu Vak. They are Charuvak people, very soft-spoken people. They were also called Lokayata. Lokayata Matam, Nastika Matam, Charuvaka Matam. All are synonymous. So this existed even then. But they were also given a space to express. That is the difference between our civilization and other civilizations. They will behead you if you say that you do not believe in God in most other religions. Here you can say, but do that very respectfully. Do not get very crass. Do not get physically, verbally abusive. This is what we say of today. Now, Rama said, I will not accept this Jabali speech. That is when Vasishtha intervenes. He says, I am not going to talk like Jabali because I believe in our Dharma Shastras. But one thing, Rama, Dasharatha may have asked you to come to the forest. That time he thought he will be living. Now he is dead. Now Bharata refuses to accept the kingdom. Isn't Rajya Paripalanam your Paramo Dharma? Shouldn't you come? Sateham pituracharyastava chaiva parantapa mamatvam vachanam kurvan nati varte satam gatim. Rama then said, Vasishtha Maharshi, you are my Acharya, I have great respects for you. What you say may be adhering to the Shastra, but I will still not accept because a promise made once to father is a promise made. I have to keep up that promise. The moment Rama said, I will not come, I have to keep up my promise, Bharata sat on that ground that very moment. He said, I am not going to move out of this place, I am going to do prayopavesham. Prayopavesham means fasting unto death. Till I die, I will fast. Till you come to Ayodhya, I will not move out of this place. Edachaivo bhayam shutva samyak sampashya raghava uttishtatvam mahabaho mamcha sprishatadodakam. Then Rama says, Bharata, don't do all of this because prayopavesham, fasting unto death, was a huge papam in those days. You cannot simply do it. Rama does that later to Samudra Raja, which is not right. As per Dharma Shastram, you are not supposed to do this fasting unto death and all of that. When Bharata attempts to do it and sits on the ground, Rama says, break away this prayopavesham, touch me, touch water and get up. The commentator says, why? Because the prayaschittam for sitting for fasting unto death, which is prayopavesham, is to touch and consume water and touch one Bhagavatottama. Here Rama was the person. Mam chas prishatadodakam. Then we may have a wonder. We may have to wonder, sir, Bharata with good intent performed Sharanagati at the feet of Rama. Like how the Devas performed Sharanagati at the commencement of Ramayana to Lord Sriman Narayana. Like how the son Shunakshepa performed Sharanagati to his uncle Vishwamitra. Like how Lakshmana performed Sharanagati at the feet of Rama and Sita. Bharata is performing Sharanagati at the feet of Rama. Why was that not successful? It was successful. Bharata performed with the right intent. Bharata was a good man. He performed to the right person who was Rama with the right purpose. But it was not fructifying immediately. What did Bharata want? He wanted Rama to come back to Ayodhya and rule Ayodhya. Rama did that. But after a gap of 14 years, if the child asks for a chocolate, the mother knows the child is asking after a long time, the child deserves it. But she will say, see, you have asked in the afternoon, only in the evening I will be able to go to the shop and buy you that chocolate. So the child still gets a chocolate, slightly delayed chocolate. Similarly, Rama too accepted Bharata's Sharanagati. He ruled Ayodhya effectively, governed Ayodhya effectively. But after 14 years, thereby he had to match and manage the promise that he had given to his father and fructify Bharata's Sharanagati. Anena dharmashilena vanat pratyagatah punaha bhrata saha bhavishyami prithivyaha patiruttamaha chaturdeshe hi sampurne varshe haniraghutama na drakshyami yaditvam tu pravekshyami hutashanam. Then Bharata says, okay, now that you have said that after 14 years you will come, I trust you, I believe in you, Rama. That is what I have been doing throughout my life. But if you do not come after the finish of the 14th year, that next minute I will fall into blazing fire and my Jivatma will depart from this body. This was the vow made. Now, Bharata, he said, I will agree that you will come after 14 years. But he was still upset. Bharata had to return. But what was given to him to bring joy to him? A very pristine, sacrosanct incident that occurred in Ayodhya Kandam. Something very special in the literature of our acharyas, which our acharyas hail with immense respect. Next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.